right, we are now in picks and bans for game one of week 3, I think. Pretty sure it's week 3 of Bronze Boot Camp. Yay.
So exciting. The Jax band coming out.
Jax.
He's a
Standard,
monster. Yeah,
quote
he's a
unquote,
monster.
standard support band. Or not support, top lane band. Yes, support band Jax. Rito, please nerf.
Fizz. He's pretty snowbally, especially at
Biz Cassidy, yeah.
bronze and silver. That makes a lot of sense.
All these stronger supports. Or not. Why do I keep saying supports? I'm reading this stupid
You're
chat.
stuck on the Yeah. Cassidy.
Why did oh my gosh! I just.
What's up?
I may have just put twitch.tv/tforcepodcast.com as the stream link in the in-game chat. I'm so glad I'm only doing 2 games today.
Alright, so let's see. We had Cassidy. Cassidy, a lot of people forget because of the old Cassidy. Cassidy's actually a decent laner now. He used to be like awful in lane, but against AP, he's decent.
He's
I mean,
really
if you take
strong
like,
and if he goes against an AD champion, he just builds Frozen Fist and ruins their day. So,
I've had a lot of success with AD carries against him in mid lane, just because you can poke him out so hard and keep him down.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't like. Cassidy just doesn't have a bad matchup, and of course Nasus, the perennial. I'm gonna farm for 25 minutes and then come in and just destroy people in team fights. Champion gets hovered at this point.
And locked in. Be interested in what is picked against him in the top lane.
I like Shyvana. The
Wow,
Shyvana
more
pick's
chip.
so strong.
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah, she should be able to do work on him in the like level 2, 3 in there.
She'll be. I mean, the fact that she does percent magic damage.
Yeah.
Build on Nasus usually is that Frozen Heart or Frozen Fist.
Right.
And so, as much magic damage as she does, it pretty much negates the fact that he's gonna build
He should go.
armor. In this,
Should I say that? Yeah, he should go Spirit Visage, right?
yeah.
For the increased regen
the
and
problem is, yeah,
she does both.
Shyvana's just hard to itemize against.
She really
because
is.
Blade of the Rune King,
she really is.
but
She's gonna do both magic and physical damage.
that's the problem.
Yeah, she could give him a hard time. It'll be a long time before he really outscales her, I think.
Sure.
Okay, so we got Draven Leona. That's a
Draven.
classic bully lane.
Yeah.
Season 3 bully lane. Or
See-
something like that.
Yeah,
Season
the-
2, Season 3, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's just a bully lane in general. The fact that Draven can do so much damage with spinning axes and proc sunlight.
Yeah.
I remember when they had the bleed passive still.
Yes, that's why
it
it
was
was so
the best
good.
lane to ever, because it's just one spinning axe and she throws down all their abilities and guaranteed sunlight procs.
Yeah, it was too much damage. It was
Well, that
so
and Draven
strong.
just
That's why they got rid of it.
Draven. I've actually seen Draven's one. I saw Draven's like 2-shot people at level 1 with spinning
Really?
axe going. Oh, it's dirty, so dirty. You see Darius Ziggs being locked in, so I guess that's jungle
Shit.
Shyvana and a
Yeah,
top lane Darius.
yeah. And
But-
Ziggs TF. There's gonna be a poke war.
Yeah,
Ziggs should win the lane, but TF can create
get
more
the global
pressure.
going, and then Ziggs just drops his bomb. He drops bombs on people, so Draven,
Yeah.
big please. If he does not have primetime Draven, I'm gonna be disappointed. I
Oh,
didn't even
that's
play that
it's
shit
so
game and I have
annoying.
that skin.
No. It had some bugs at first. I think they fixed it for the most part.
I didn't realize it had bugs.
Yeah, it was something with them. Maybe it just seemed like a bug. Something with the microphone.
Oh,
That was like. Oh no! You know what I'm thinking of? It was that random Draven bug that was in 410 when he wouldn't his axe wouldn't proc if he caught it while
Oh
he
yeah.
was. That had nothing to do with the skin. It was when the skin. It was around the time the skin came out. I just associated it with that.
Okay, yeah. We were getting. It has been confirmed in Twitch chat that he has primetime Draven. So.
Oh, good.
Oh man.
Draven's so Draven.
That's so Draven.
So Draven.
Yeah. And Lucian being the lock-in as the AD carry for the purple side. So we are going to see a Morgana Lucian bottom lane versus this. Oh, excuse me. This Draven Leona. It's an interesting combo. And that answers your question. Tandem Tuba. I guess they were swapping the TF and the Nasus.
Okay. So, Draven Lucian matchup. Draven beats Lucian in lane, I believe.
I don't know. It's
pretty close, but
it's close. It's just
Draven's
a skill
damage.
matchup.
Yes, I'll give you that. It's a skill matchup.
The
And in
problem
late
is if
game,
Draven becomes predictable enough with catching axes, Morgana's going to be able to capitalize on that.
yeah,
And that'll
the
be free
support.
damage because Lucian outranges Draven.
I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Lucian does late game. I mean, Lucian and Draven both scale really well, and the one who's going to outscale, it just depends on
Who gets ahead, pretty much.
Yeah, if Draven snowballs, it's huge, and then late game, like full items, it just depends on if Draven is able to catch his axes in the fight, which is really hard to do. Really, really hard to do.
Especially once you go against a Darius and Ziggs and Shyvana. You have people diving you, and you're going to have to avoid bouncing bombs and such.
And you have people trying to, keep you from moving so you can't get to your axes, or pushing you with Shiv, or pulling you with Darius. It's going to be difficult.
I'm just excited
noticed,
to see how this works out.
Yeah. I just noticed Darius has Ignite Teleport.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have Flash, which is not going to work out in his favor in this situation, even though he's going against a Nasus.
Yeah. I run Flash on Darius. You can do Ghost, because with Darius staying on people is really important. I prefer Flash still.
I just run Ignite Flash.
Yeah. Flash Ignite or Flash TP.
If you have an aggressive lane, I prefer, after the last set of TP changes where they nerfed the CD,
right,
I prefer to just go right into the Flash Ignite instead of the TP, so you can have the pressure in the lane with the bleeds.
Yeah, he's going to be in trouble if he gets hit with a gank because of no Flash. And then Nasus, you can run Ghost on Nasus as well.
I've seen Ghost.
You can do either.
I run Teleport Ghost Nasus.
Yeah, I run Flash Tele, but either one is fine.
Yeah.
Just depends on.
Briefly, I just want to talk about the Trinity Force podcast, since we've been talking mostly about this game. It is a network of 3 podcasts, and you should check out their website, trinityforcepodcast.com, because I can plug it, I can talk about it all day long, but it's better if you just go take a listen to it. So check out trinityforcepodcast.com and listen to all 3 of them, the T-Force proper, the T-Force LCS rundown, and the Oz LOL podcast. 3 great groups of guys that bring you a ton of information.
Yeah, I listened to the T-Force proper. It's really good and informative, and they're really good together, like building off each other. And if someone says something and the others disagree with it, you get like both sides of the argument, which is it's
Reaver.
And very informative.
That's all I will say.
Essence Reaver. I can't wait. I hope the PvE changes come through on Essence Reaver.
Yeah.
Because I would like to play Graves again. I'm going to try on Graves.
I prefer, what the heck? No! Of course my client crashes. Okay, there we go. Never mind, we're good. I am in. Is it gonna show up? Yeah, I can't alt-tab, because it's weird like that.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, well, it shows up all my windows, and my Skype name is. I have my Skype window as one of them, so I don't want to, like, throw my Skype name up for the world to see.
True.
Yeah. I did that the last time, and I'm like, oh, shoot. It's not
Yeah,
a
I
good thing
remember
to
that.
do.
I saw that. Um, so we got the skin war going to the blue
Yeah.
side.
I don't like hired gun Lucian. Just comes down to that.
Yeah, it's not my favorite either. I like La Llorena Morgana, Ghost Bride Morgana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good one. I can honestly say the first time that I heard her recall, I kind of shit my pants a little bit because I didn't know.
yeah.
I'm like, what the heck is going on here? What the hell?
It's
And
based off of a Latin American kind of fable, I guess.
yeah,
It's pretty cool. Fun fact for the kiddos.
I feel like Digi. We're gonna do a couple of Digi knows, but
Absolutely.
hmm
Yeah, so in this top lane because of the ignite, Darius is going to have an advantage. And he's going to have an advantage early anyways against Nasus. But he's going to have the early advantage and the lane pressure. But if, in terms of getting ganked, he would be in trouble. Rengar would want to make him pay for
yeah.
that choice as much as possible.
Summoner's Rift.
Any
I mean,
weird
Rengar
items?
does have some pretty sweet ganks in the early game
Yeah.
that he can
Yeah.
pull off. I
It's
remember I
Go
was
ahead.
playing Rengar jungle the one time, and I was blue side, so I started red buff, and I managed to. The thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to manage to get the 4 ferocity stacks so that I could just jump over the wall or leap from the bush and just double
30
Q.
seconds until minions spawn.
And I was going against a Lux, and we had a Thresh, and the Thresh landed the hook. It was a Thresh Vayne, or Thresh Graves bottom lane, and I came in as Rengar. Hook landed, Buckshot came down, and I double Q'd, and Lux went from 100 to 0 in less than a couple, like
Yeah.
just that instantaneously. I'm like, okay, well, Rengar's a pretty sweet champion.
Minions
Yeah, I
have
used to always
spawned.
try and get a level 2 gank off after red with the ferocity. That was old Rengar. I haven't really tried it on the new one.
Yeah.
More concerned about getting my buffs now, I think.
I haven't played Rengar in a while.
So this ward it's a fine ward, giving them information. I'm not. You can't see my screen. I don't know why I'm acting like you can. There's a ward in top in bottom river above.
Yeah,
dragon.
I just pointed it out. The one that Ziggs was sitting on.
Yeah,
And he's gonna
Yeah.
go help Leash after the buff.
just lets that just lets them know if they're trying to get the blue, and then the purple put one above red, which is good. A blue side put one above red, which is good.
Bunch of vision coming out.
Shyvana started blue, which is a little bit strange.
Bottom side buff.
Yeah.
We've talked about this so many times that I prefer
You
to
get
set
the-
that bottom side buff so that
Yeah, you get the help, but the thing is,
jungler.
it's an option because red side, because if you start red, you have more strength, so Rengar can fight Shyvana if she doesn't go straight to her buff, but she did, so it's good to start. She did fine starting blue there,
Yeah.
and then going straight to red.
Leona down in that bottom lane took a bunch of her ass early game. Oh, and nice little pull lands in the top lane. Bunch of pain coming out. He might take a turret. No, he doesn't take a turret shot. But
Good on him.
as we saw in that bottom lane, Leona walked up and just tried to get the Shield of Daybreak. What it's called? Shield of Daybreak stun down. And took a bunch of free harass between the Dark Binding and the Lucian. Landing his Piercing Light and getting that Light Slinger combo down.
Yeah. Oh, have you reordered the people
Yep.
on the stream?
I already have.
Nice.
That's like the first thing I do once I get into the game.
I forgot about it.
It's just instinctual at this point between casting all these Battle Arena games and then doing VG where you have to do the same thing. It's just the first thing. I'm not even the one streaming most of the time and I still take care of it, but another Dark
Bot
Binding
lane.
lands and a bunch of damage comes out. This blue team is this blue bottom lane is taking a bunch of free harass. Exhaust comes down and the heal comes through.
I think she could have been okay without exhausting there.
Yeah, for sure. But the flash comes out and the Dark Binding misses. Draven's gonna deal a ton of damage. Not really. He does about as much damage as you expect in the early game, but the Tormented Soil comes out.
So this is a tough decision here. You really need to play safe.
Mm-hmm.
But
Shyvana making an appearance in the bottom lane.
Rengar's coming to support, which he needs to be, and Shyvana's coming to gank, which she needs to be.
They shouldn't dive this though.
No,
They're going to Leona. And
yep, that's why you don't dive.
Turret aggro and oh man, he's in a bad spot. Lucian does have flash. He's gonna run away. He's wise and he's running away from the bushes. Rengar gonna be able to get the lead. Doesn't get the key proc down.
Don't do it.
Lucian's gonna be able to probably turn this around.
He doesn't have mana to get the kill.
Caster minion or the cannon minion. But just don't dive early when you're below 300 health.
Yeah.
And caster minions are weak because that's what killed Lucian. Oh, the hook. Draven's 2 levels down, or not Draven, Darius is 2 levels down. I don't know how, because I haven't watched his top lane, but he is in a load of pain right now.
Yeah. Wow.
Did he like zone himself off in a lane that he's supposed to?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Because there's been so much action in the bottom lane, I haven't been watching. But TF has that advantage in the mid lane. His passive is giving him extra 125 gold at this point, so he's going to be able to go back and get some items, and he's got a nice little gold lead started out, and Darius is in a bad spot, being pushed up in this lane without a flash.
Darius AFK'd for a little bit. I just went back and watched it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He just went to his tower and sat there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but maybe there was something in the team
IRL.
chat.
I don't know. Let's see.
Premature dark shield or black shield comes out, and that's going to turn out to be bad for Lucian. But Draven does not put any. These exhaust timers are. Okay, death becomes you. You're burning your exhaust way too early in fights. Draven didn't even throw an axe, and you burnt your exhaust on the support. She's not going to deal enough damage to kill off your AD carry. They're trying to bait something in this situation. Rengar's in this bottom bush.
They don't. Did he come? He didn't come through try, did he? He came through lane.
I think he came through lane, but
now they're going
aggressive
in.
right as he's backing off, and
they're a level above.
mm-hmm.
So you gotta keep that in mind. There's a few things you need to keep in mind before you start a fight, and it's number of minions is one of them, because minions are going to do a lot of damage once you start autoing.
You have to factor in items too.
Items, levels, and
all those standard stuff.
other possible people here.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't know where Shyvana is going to show up from.
Yeah.
And Pickaxe Solution is going to be double Doran's Blade Draven at this point.
Right. Because they don't have a ward in the try, so... Oh, but they do have a ward top river. Or lower river at the top, so they should know if she was coming or not. So,
but if she would have come to lane, she was within range for it, and she has no flash, so she's not. Don't expect any flash Dragon's Descent.
Yeah, she doesn't have ult yet.
Mm-hmm. And you also have to factor in summoner spells because
right.
Shyvana had burning exhaust at that point. Will aggression coming out in the top lane. Spirit Fire comes down.
That
bottom
little bit of.
Go ahead.
That little bit of time AFK killed Darius.
Yep.
That's gonna kill you in a game.
Twisted Fate just flashes in and he kills the Ziggs off after he gets a bunch of harass down in the mid lane. Good play by him on that part. He should be able. He's sitting on 2,500 gold at this point. He should be backing soon, but
Shyvana getting caught out in the other team's jungle.
Ooh,
she could have dragged Descented across the lane there and made it out. But
one more hit. It's gonna miss the wild card.
Oh, she made it. and bot lane goes down. When
Brown's just not having any pressure in this lane on the Leona. Calling's gonna come out and pick up the kill.
Nice.
For Kiyoshida.
You don't want to be in a fight when they're higher level, especially when that is level 6 or level 2 or level 3.
Yeah.
Because those are big
The fact
levels.
that Draven was so low and he was trying to bait out a fight in that situation and it just led to his death, that just is going to put him even more behind. He's got a crit cloak. You never, ever, 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 ever build a crit cloak as your first item. Before you get any damage. That should be the last item you build in your Infinity Edge.
And you don't really want boots this early either in bot lane. It's not.
I mean, I
You want
sometimes do
damage.
it to avoid, like, I can agree with it in this situation since he's going against a Morgana and you're playing a Draven against a Morgana and you're gonna want to have the move speed so you can catch axes and dodge skill shots, but usually you don't go boots.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, as a general rule, don't go boots. I mean, you can argue it for a Draven needing to catch his axes. I would still disagree, and you can argue it because he's on blue side because they have the back entrance for ganks.
Leona gets caught out and has to flash. But yeah, I agree with the boost purchase in the situation. He's gonna land the hook.
No ult from Shyvana. That
Nasa still hasn't gone back. He's got 2,200 gold in this situation.
he still has a pot.
And he still has his pot too, which is incredible.
He has a teleport. He should have gone back.
Yeah.
Because he can do so much more. He can bully more. He can prevent himself from being bullied more. He can get wards to stop ganks. With a teleport, you should have gone back by now.
In the bottom lane, Black Shield comes out and negates all of the CC, but in the top lane, Darius is gonna take down the
1v1 him.
Nasus.
That's exactly one of the reasons why you should have gone back by now. Morg should get the kill there. Yep.
Yeah. Malthu's just eating skill shots in this situation.
There, as Darius, just don't take that initial
I forgot to
binding. Be back and let your team get in there. Because you're getting a gank. Wait for the gank.
They shouldn't have taken the turret in that situation because Nasus is going to be able to just. If Nasus plays this right, they just played into Nasus's hand more than anything that they could have done. They just took the turret. Darius isn't going to want to push up that far because Rengar's going to be able to come from the side, and he has no flash. So
yeah, Nasus
is just going to be able to freeze this lane all the way up here, and he's just going to be able to farm for the next 10 minutes.
Right, so that's a mistake. So what can they do to fix that mistake? Darius needs to pressure somewhere else.
Yeah, he needs to create pressure across the map. Even though he doesn't have his teleport, he should not be going back to lane in this situation.
Right.
He should be going mid so they can force a dragon off of this.
Exactly, yes, they should be doing dragon. That's
Speaking of dragon, Shyvana.
Well done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was kind of an easy setup, but...
Yeah. Come on, the Claw.
God damn it, the Claude.
Yeah, and bot lane's doing a good job of pushing this. Look at this CS difference bot lane. They got an advantage. They're keeping it. 3-0-1 to 0-3-1 in terms of 80 carry and a 40 CS lead. That's double.
And Darius is in a bad spot in this situation. Nasus pops ult and Spirit Fire, but here comes Rengar from the side. Breather is not going to be able to do anything in this situation. Twisted Fate's going to come up top, and they're going to be able to pick up a kill. And Nasus gets them Q stacks going.
And that's exactly why we said you can't go back to lane. Because of the pressure. We didn't even mention TFs.
Yep.
Low pressure.
At this point, Shyvana and Siggs should be bum rushing that dragon because Twisted Fate port is down.
They're 3 top. When you have 3 top,
that's a time for a dragon, especially when you poke the Draven out as much as they have been at this point.
Yeah. They had the advantage bot lane too, so it's even more. Exactly.
Yeah. That would have been the time to do dragon. Man, it took 3 guys to kill me. Yeah, but...
Yeah, so instead of saying that, say to your
dragon.
team, Dragon, there's 3 guys killing me. Top lane.
Yeah.
If it were bot lane, then he should be getting turret or whatever.
Dragon fires off the whirling death. Rengar's gonna come in from the side and he's gonna jump onto Lucian. Lucian just sitting in the bucket. Solar Flare comes down right on top of the Morgana and she's gonna be in a bad spot in this situation. But
she missed the binding, but other than that, they played that really, really well.
they've forced all the summoners out of bottom lane, but they didn't really get anything for it. And they can't get anything out of this at this point.
Yeah.
The Dragon would have been ideal in this situation. Feather is up to like 180 Q stack. He has 189 Q stacks, right? 192 after that last one. At 14 minutes in the game. He is scary. And Darius just isn't pressuring this enough. One more hit. Dunk comes out, but it's not going to be enough. He's just going to be able to pick up the kill.
Ooh.
No, he's going to back off of it.
Nice. In the bot jungle just then, Shyvana let Rengar chase her away, and I'm pretty sure she had vision of everyone on the other team, so she knew it was a one-on-one, and Shyvana's 2 levels higher and had double buffs. She should have gone into that.
Ignite comes down in the mid lane. Ziggs almost gets taken down by the... Or Twisted Fate almost gets taken down. Exhaust comes down onto the Draven. Morgana is clearing a ward. One more hit. Dark Binding is going to miss. But Shyvana, you're too deep right now.
Too deep. And Morgana.
The Nasus, the Destroyer of Worlds, is coming in from the side. Dark Binding's going to land.
Good job.
Morgana's going to pick up the first kill of the fight. Feather is going to be able to pick double buffs and grab another Q stack in the situation. Feather, you have flash. Wither. Ah, the flash Q.
The flash Q from Nasus is classic. It's just funny because Flash Q used to be kind of a joke because no one ever went Flash on Nasus. It was always Ghost.
But he just pulled the Flash Q.
Yeah, it worked great, and it's better. It's much more common now.
Yeah. He's going Triforce. He's just gonna destroy people.
Yeah.
At this point, he has enough gold to finish the Phage. Still the crit glove. Oh,
nice.
He's just gonna destroy
It's gonna be
people.
scary. In that fight, Morgana was clearing a ward. She needed to stop clearing the ward to go. She could have prevented the dive, and that fight could have been completely
Morgana
turned
was on the red team. They just...
Right,
it was just a misplay from the red team.
Her team wouldn't have had to dive is what I meant.
Yeah.
Because she could have gotten the kill before, or created the kill before they before they were in tower range.
But Nasus still would have teleported down, and this is going to be a dragon for unless something from Miracle Steel happens. But it doesn't, and here comes the double buff Nasus. Just fight him. You've got doubles, you got a level on him, you have item advantage. He's got a Tiamat. Yes, he has. He doesn't even have Ignite up at this point. But we see a fight coming down by the dragon. Bunch of damage being traded back and forth between the two teams. Wither's going to come down. Darius, you are in a bad spot. Nasus, keep fighting that!
Yeah, he's slow. He put on a lot of damage, which scared Nasus, but he slowed, so he's not going to be putting out more stacks very quickly, because you had to slow his auto attack speed.
He got the Wither down. I mean, the Crippling Strike from Darius is going to slow his attack speed and his move speed, but you're still going to be able to win the trade in that situation, because whenever your cool comes off cooldown, you're going to have a 230 plus damage. How much does it do? It deals 110 plus 112, so that's 222 with another 238 on top of.
It's like around 450.
237, so just above 450. Darius doesn't have any armor in this lane, so.
I think he was scared of Darius's ult, but he also had ult.
Oh.
Which almost
power going in at the wrong time. Death becomes you. You get the soul shackles down, and the solar flare comes through. Darius is gonna die in this top lane.
Yeah.
Beather's on a rampage.
I may be wrong about this, but I think Rengar could have gotten the jump off onto Darius rather than onto a minion, but I'm not 100% sure. It worked out either way.
Close. Dark Binding lands again. A bunch of damage comes out from Merchant. He's gonna be able to pick up the kill. Frown. There was nothing he was going to do in that situation. They just stayed way too close.
Draven's been hit by a lot of Dark Bindings, and one thing you can do to work on improving dodging skill shots is keep your mouse near your champion. It gives you more control because you can move up quickly, down quickly, left quickly, or right quickly if you keep your mouse on your champion.
Yep.
I mean, it's obviously not always going to be there, but that's your resting spot for it.
Yeah. And that's going to lead to a turret for the red team. Second turret of the game, because they got the top one.
When did Dragon go down?
Dragon went down. I don't want to say
1634.
Because I don't want to say the timers because there's people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't want to do like timers and such because people are still watching.
Yeah.
So.
Until Riot puts out their timers, you should always write it down.
Yeah, we should probably turn the chat off.
Okay.
Yeah. So. I always just keep track of timers, anyways. If you want to keep, not even just like dragon timers, if you keep track of buff timers and summoners,
yeah,
just keep adding stuff on. Oh, be there, fight it! You have a Trinity Force, you deal tons of damage, and you still have your ultimate. Rengar's gonna tank the mid lane. He's gonna get a bunch of pain down. Shavon's gonna come in and Dragon's Descent and save his life. Now Rengar's going way too hard. Yeah, you had your opportunity, but then you wasted it.
There it is, Nasus.
Ignite and the Noxie and Guillotine are going to come out way too early. Be there,
Oh,
just
stay
hit him
on
with
him.
one more Q.
There it is. Stay on him. Don't. Unless you're in danger, don't leave until the kill's finished.
Yeah. He didn't even have to worry about it in that situation.
Yeah.
And is that a Ravenous Hydra being built onto Nasus? If we see Hydra, I'm just gonna like. I mean, he can pretty much build anything at this point. He can build like a death cap if he wanted to.
Yeah, AP actually does do something for Nasus.
Yeah. But I don't recommend it. Oh, and
no, definitely not.
oh my, Draven,
We're not.
Draven, do not burn your heal, just to sustain. In that situation, you guys could have gone back. Oh, he's gonna get caught by Dark Binding. He's probably gonna. He'll be forced out in this situation. He can't stay. I mean, they could probably go grab double golems, but they can't stay in that lane.
Use heal to save or to catch for this with the speed boost. Don't use it. It's to get a kill or to prevent a kill, especially one that leads to an objective. Preferably one that leads to an objective.
Yep.
Don't just use it to heal and like randomly. You can bait with it or something.
That. Solar Flare comes out. Nice Solar Flare.
Nice Solar Flare. CC lock.
That
perfect.
CC though.
Well done, Leona. Good
follow. In Shavonda Dragon descent out of nowhere.
Into 3.
Flash gold card, but they're not gonna have enough damage to kill off the Shavana.
Yeah, that was into 3 by yourself. You want to avoid that. Again, think about the balance before you go into a fight. Like, I'm by myself versus 3. Probably don't want to do this.
Once the Solar Flare landed, Ziggs is Ziggs knew he was dead, so he should have just backed off at that point instead of burning his ulti.
Yeah. Save flash, save ults if you know you're gonna die, and that comes with just experience playing more.
Yeah, especially if you know that you're not gonna be able to save your teammate.
Morgana's bindings have been on point this whole game. She's doing really well.
Oh my gosh, be there!
Yeah.
When you wither somebody.
When you're that far ahead and you get a wither, go in.
Yeah, you're 5 kills ahead and a ton of CS.
Like, you might not have gotten a kill there, but you'd be forcing him out of lane.
He's got 348 Q stacks in 22 minutes.
Sheesh.
That's scary.
That is scary.
Yeah, at that point, you can just do whatever you want. You're Nasus.
Yeah.
Solar Flare. All the damage. The Collie's gonna be able to pick up the kill.
That bind lasts so long. I always forget how long that bind lasts.
Nasus is gonna flash in.
Oh,
and
at least he got her.
Even flashes even
after he
Nasus
turns
was
around.
walking away, and he even
yeah.
flashed.
Again, save your flash if you can. That was a panic flash. We all do those, right?
I
But
Nasus, please. He's gonna deal tons of damage in this situation, but it's just something you don't do.
that was good, Nasus. That was good to turn around. So you didn't have vision of everyone. I'm not sure if you had vision in the mid. If you had vision in the mid, you knew Morgana was back, so you could have stayed on.
Oh, well, Morgana.
Darius more.
Morgana was low, so you didn't have to worry about that. Wild cards. A little late.
I feel like this Nasus has been told a lot, like, don't go to him, don't give up kills, and that's
Lucian,
really good
about
advice.
situation. Draven fires his ulti, but it's not gonna be enough. Rengar's gonna pick up the kill with the
Flash
the
for
battle
flash.
cry. Or the howl, triumphant roar. Battle roar, that's what it's called.
A little bit of each.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, and which is good advice, like don't go ham all the time, but when you're this far ahead in your Nasus, if you have vision of the enemy team and you're in a one-on-one, you can take anyone on that team one-on-one.
If you're a Triforce Nasus with 350 stacks at 24 minutes into the game,
And 6 kills and 170 CS.
just go hard.
Yes.
A bunch of aggro from Dragon.
She was doing that by herself without vision. That's not
Ideal.
what you want to do. Yeah, you don't want to...
turn into a dragon for the blue team here. This red team can't. That's on the Discord.
Yeah, the rest of the blue team should be like TF should have been in there autoing earlier. He's good to zone there. That's good. The blue team is now ahead in gold.
And Hydra finished on it. If
Nasus.
he wasn't ahead at this point, I would just rage at that build because
Yeah, the Hydra.
He should have gone a Frozen Fist.
Frozen
Especially
Fist
against
of
a Darius, he's gonna put out a bunch of
AD.
AD. Well, I mean, he puts out a fair
True.
amount of magic damage too. Through
He does
his
some
bleeds.
true, right? I thought his bleed was true. Is
No,
it not?
His bleeds magic. His ult's true.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you want health as well. This is a very offensive Nasus build for a Nasus that's not very offensive. It's-
Yeah, true. He's playing the Q stack game.
yeah. Which is when you would go tanky, right?
Draven's in a bad situation. Teleport's gonna come in from the Darius. Kind of a waste. Exhaust goes down onto Twisted Fate.
Yeah, she's a
Finding
binding.
lands. That might be a step.
Yeah. Oh, nice
goes
solar
down.
flare. Oh, die.
The bleed.
For
Is
the
it gonna be
bleed.
enough? Yes, it is. Even after the port.
That was strange.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't think that the TP was gonna work, but then they caught him out. Oh, another direct binding lands. It's Morgana. Landing good bindings. Ignite comes down from Darius.
I think she's gonna live.
Yeah, she's gonna make it.
Yeah.
Barely.
She popped the potion. That was very good, Leona. Pop a potion when you get in fights, if you have one.
Yeah, pots, burn them through fights. And building Triforce, I do not agree with this build at all. Dark Binding lands, he's on the edge of the 10-minute soil. That's gonna be another kill picked up by Morgana. And the suffering of Draven continues.
Do you go IE first when you play Lucian?
Blade of the Rune King Yomu's.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I do Blade of the Ruined King Yumus, and you.
And then Triforce. Or not
I'm
Triforce,
alone
sorry.
on this, but I do
Edge.
sometimes do Triforce, Last Whisper, but that's not
Yeah.
a habit that you
Nasus
should
is standing in
necessarily
the middle of
copy.
the team. Darius pulls the Nasus right on top of him, and now he's godlike.
Yeah, this Nasus is so scary right now.
He still hasn't used his Hydra active.
Yeah, a lot of people. I remember when I was in Silver, I stayed away a lot from actives, like because I always forgot to use them. But you need to use active items to get in the habit of using active items. And Blade of the Ruined King Yumus is the optimal build on Lucian right now.
Yeah. Blade Yomu's for Lucian, and then Draven's building the right way with the IE stat, or not static shift, Phantom Dancer.
Yeah, you want to go Phantom Dancer over Static because you have plenty of wave clear with TF.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be the wave clear on your
That
team.
and Phantom Dancer just is scary on Draven.
Right, Phantom Dancer is ideal, but if you have to be the wave clear, then you go Static. Exactly. Phantom
He's
Dancer.
finally building tank stats. Looks like he's gonna go Warmog. I just looked at Darius's build and saw Warmogs. It's good in this situation because there's gonna be no Blade of the Ruined King being built by blue side, but if there's a champion that builds Blade of the Ruined King on the other team, don't build Warmogs, because that's just gonna essentially do more damage to you. You go like a Randoins or something in that situation.
Yeah.
Dragon's Descent and the Dark Binding are both gonna miss
Swift.
onto the Draven.
Yeah, there's too much distance to be covered there.
Oh, Death becomes new.
Nasus is scary.
Oh,
Nice timing on that.
Zony's out.
And a good ult.
Full Shackles is going to come through. Either is going to get taken down by the Morgana. That's a double kill for the support.
She played that so well. This Morgana is playing really well.
Lucian.
Did Lucian?
Yeah, pops Destiny, but never used the port.
Yeah. That was good to stun Lucian there because he had a red buff.
Mm-hmm. They got the kill. They killed the support. That's worth.
What was that trade? 1 for 3?
Yeah, 3 for 1 in favor of Red's team, and the only person that died for Red was the support. So. Twisted Fates build. It's interesting depending upon what role he wants to play. Darius barely misses the upper end.
It was, yeah. I don't think it was facing Draven. I think he actually missed it, not mistimed. Like, not was too late. I think he actually missed it.
Yeah, I think it was just short, but it was close.
Yeah.
Because if he would have pulled him in, that would have been an easy kill.
Yeah.
Morgana takes another blue buff away from the Ziggs.
It's selfish.
Arden's Arden Sensor
on Morgana. Okay, Arden's in general never build Arden Sensor. As a general rule, don't build Arden Sensor. I mean, unless it gets changed,
and
don't build it. But especially not
60
on a
minutes
Morgana.
into the game, and you've got like a Lucian and another attack speed oriented champion like a Kale.
Yeah, and Lucian's not even attack speed oriented that much compared to other AD carries.
Yep.
And you only have 1 shield. Like, you're not like an Alistar who's going to be healing the entire.
Oh, that's another.
Oh, nice.
Nasus
this Morgana's fine.
I don't know why Nasus burns TP in that situation, but.
Draven shouldn't have been in the front there. That's poor positioning as well.
Got cut out a little bit. Rengar still sitting off the side lane. Nice Siege going to be able to come through for this blue team. If Morgana was nice and gave the blue buff over to his mid laner, he would be able to siege through this inhibitor turret, but
yeah.
Nah.
Ziggs has really great wave clear. He does have like an Athene's, but obviously he needs more. Look how low his mana is.
Yeah.
Or it's a half. But they couldn't continue it because he was getting low on mana.
He either just wants to come in and kill some people, but he shouldn't walk in that far. He's overcommitting for this. This pursuit knocks off the Wither. Solar Flare lands onto 1 person. Soul Shackles are going to land onto 3 members. He's going to get the Zonias up. Lucian's going to get zoned out of this fight, but Rengar's going to come in from the side and be able to pick up the kill. And Lucian B there picks up the kill onto Shyvana. Fight's going to continue up on the top side. They're going to be able to get the TF port right on top of the Ziggs.
Nice.
Pick up the kill.
Nice TF. Don't wither Lucian because he can cancel it with his jump, unless he's already recently dashed.
Yep.
Don't wither Lucian.
Wait for the dash to wither the Lucian. But he's still out of that situation because
Leona zoned him out and Rengar ulted onto him.
Yep, and he had no peel in it. He ran away from his team, so he had no peel. They got split up, and blue team just picked them off one by one by one.
This is a close game.
It is a close game. I'm
doesn't feel like it.
That's what comes to it's gonna get those here though. Either is probably gonna die in the process of the Ignite's gone, and the lead is going through. Draven
doing great job catching axes there, Draven.
Yep. Shyvana's gonna Dragon Descent into the team. Rengar is gonna go down for his troubles. Lucian going in. He's gonna not get stunned up with the red card. The exhaust is gonna come through from the Shyvana, and he's gonna pick up a double kill. Great position he got of him. Gets a triple kill. Can he chase down?
Leona should not have gone in there. You're too low, and you went on to shit.
Lucian is not gonna get that. He's gonna be. Dash is gonna come up in a second. That's gonna be on an unofficial quadra. Is he gonna be able to get the penta? Unofficial penta kill for Lucian.
Triple and double.
A triple and a double.
Lucian wasted his heal there. He had dash, and he healed and then dashed. He could have just dashed.
Yep. But he picked up the kill.
Yeah.
Not bad. The suffering of Draven continues 0-7.
Yeah, this TF did really well to outfarm Ziggs.
He's got that zone use hourglass, so he's going to be able to dive the backline. Rengar.
Oh, risky.
Rengar always going to dash out of the Q, the bullet strike. Here comes Twisted Fate, though. Gets the gold card with the wild cards, but he just doesn't do enough damage. Ziggs is going to try and trade this out in the situation. Blue card's going to come through. One more hit. Pick up the kill.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was... It worked out. 2 for 1. And they got the shutdown on
buff.
At least Ziggs wasn't around for that one.
Yeah. Lucian is huge at this point. IE, Triforce, Last Whisper. It may not be the right build in this situation. It might not be the right build, but he's still going to hit pretty hard.
Fine. Yeah. And those are 3 items that you want to get on him anyways. That are fine on him anyways. So...
Venus Blade lands, they're not going to be able to kill the Shyvana off at this point. She's got enough armor to sustain through the damage, especially from an 07 Draven. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was just going to walk out of that just fine.
Let's look at some of these builds.
Yeah. 2 Hydras being built for the blue team. I'm not a huge fan of Ravenous Hydra.
Yeah, I'm not either. I think it's fine for Rengar. It really helps him clear jungle way faster.
I mean, it's fine on Rengar, but I just don't like the...
Yeah, I don't like it on
Nasus.
Nasus.
I'm not a fan of the Nasus Hydra.
Agreed.
I'm just gonna keep going back to Frozen Fist.
Yes.
As like the item. And
Gives him
gonna get
mana.
caught out of position. Draven finally gets a kill. Soul Shackles is gonna come out, land on a couple members. Mega Inferno Bomb comes right on top of him too. Shyvana's gonna be able to chase down this backline until the Nasus comes in. He's gonna get exhausted, stunned, and CC. Draven might be able to pick up a second kill this game.
Nope.
No.
Yes, keep chasing Nasus. Keep chasing.
Nasus going hard. Here comes the Twisted Fate. Gets the stun card
Darius
down.
is... Oh, he's back. I think he was AFK again, but I'm not sure.
I think he just got caught up in the rotations.
Yeah, he may have just been not there.
We haven't talked about Vision because there hasn't been a need for Vision at this point. They're just fighting in the lanes. There's not really any jungle fights going on.
Yeah, I like that her side has 2 Vision wards out.
Yeah, they have the 2 pings in the bushes, and they've got Vision in the death bushes. So, but they've been fighting in the lanes near the minions. Like, they've seen the engages coming at all times.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We haven't had to worry about anybody getting picked off in the jungle because nobody's going into the jungle.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see.
If it matters, I will say that there are 2 sweepers that are built for the red team, and that's good. And blue team only has the 1 onto their support, and Rengar really needs to switch out his ward totem for, or his bone tooth necklace ward for the sweeper. And that pink's gonna get cleared. But no signs of Baron, no signs of pretty much anything coming out. They're just pushing lanes. Just
fighting.
Morgana just keeps getting blue buffs. I don't know why they aren't giving it over to Ziggs.
Yeah. Maybe because she's doing so well, but it still needs to go to Ziggs.
I like how they have a pink ward in the dragon pet, and they still use the sweeper to try and take out the vision. They use They use both their sweepers on that ward when there was a pink in the pit. Breather's just gonna come in and he's gonna help kill off the dragon. His team's not following up in this situation. It's a 4v5. Blue team should gladly take this fight because the highest damage priority, or the high damage from the blue team is lacking because Lucian is for some reason still pushing in the top lane.
They should push mid.
3 kills picked up, and there's the Twisted Fate. He's gonna
save your flash till after Twisted Fate is landing.
There's no way that he's
gonna
make it out of there alive.
Go on the path you went to. TF is gonna ult there, flash over the wall. They need to push. Yes, that's good. They should be getting the minion wave though with them, so they can get another turret easier.
Yeah. CF should have gone back for the minion wave, and Nasus and Leona could have gone for the turret.
Nasus kills turrets so fast.
Especially when he has like 500 stacks like he does right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
537 stacks, 38
plus
minutes into the game. It's not
the T-Force.
highest, but he's got a Triforce.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Tons of stacks.
I realized I just said T-Force because of the podcast.
Yeah, I always say Triforce, but T-Force when I talk about the podcast. So
Yeah. Okay, they waited until everyone's up, and now they're picking Baron. If you're gonna do it while
earlier.
people are dead. Like, once you got the Ziggs, you could have gone Baron, but you got 2 towers, and...
Render's gonna stealth out. Lucian's gonna get caught here. Draven is going to... Oh, Draven's gonna be able to take the kill with the culling.
And Draven got it first, so he'll
Or
get all the stacks.
Lucian gets the kill from the culling. And they trade
Oh, no.
2 for 2 right there.
Killing
Never mind, Lucian got the kill first. So he doesn't
They
get
just like
as many.
killed each other at the same time. Like the Draven
Yeah.
axes were flying here as the culling shots were hitting.
I always hate that when I'm Draven, and we kill each other at the same time, but I technically die first, so I don't get the stacks. As
Yeah,
many
you
stacks.
lose half your stacks and then you... That's the worst.
Yep. And this Nasus. Let's see.
Lucian. Yeah, you have a Triforce, but you still need to get like a static Shiv.
560.
Draven might build Triforce. I can honestly see a Triforce coming out.
Draven should have a Last Whisper. He should be going Last Whisper right. On their team, they have... Okay, Darius has a lot of armor. Shyvana has a lot of armor. Ziggs has a little bit. Lucian has a little bit. Organa has some.
Nope,
I
it's
mean,
a static Shiv. Alright,
that's wrong.
Malphite.
Build the Last Whisper.
brace yourselves because this is about to get rough. Not as rough as it is for that Ziggs right now as he gets destroyed by the Rengar. Or for this Darius because There's just crushing him, but why are you building static Shiv and Phantom Dance? Gate comes out in the top lane, but I'm just gonna die here to be there.
Yeah.
Picking up his 9th kill of the game. You need damage. You have the you have the Infinity Edge. Yes, that's a fantastic amount of stuff. But what's the whole point of having damage if you don't have any penetration to get through the armor?
Yep. Draven needs a standard Draven build right now is IE, PD, Last Whisperer.
Yeah.
So
and a Vamp Scepter in there at some point because you're gonna need to be able to.
And in this game more than others, you need the Last Whisperer.
Yep.
Yeah, you want a Vamp Scepter as well.
Yeah,
That's some...
just a Vamp Scepter. You don't want to like upgrade to a BT yet, unless you're Lucian who has 12 kills, 300 farm, and 3
Lucian's
items
got...
already. Then you're just like, I'm just gonna build BT.
This is a fine build. At this point in the game, this is a fine build.
Yeah,
like
that's
even
fine.
if we disagree with how it got there, right now it's good.
Yep, absolutely fine. I mean, Bloodthirster is a good 4th item to have.
Yep.
And Blue gonna start off with Baron, and they're gonna be able to burn it down fairly quickly. Massive. Low, early smite. Blue team picks up Baron. Yes, the thing is, Lucian's huge, but he's gotta try and burn down that Nasus. This is where the Blade of the Ruined King
would be really nice. That's what.
Because he really doesn't have any armor. He actually has like no armor. He's got 99, and that reduces like 32, I think, 33%. I'm not sure.
99.
99
like,
armor. I think that reduces 30.
I thought that was 50 for some reason, but maybe it's 30. I don't know.
No.
I thought 100 was 50.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
He's gonna come out. 60's gonna get caught out. He once again. He just flashes at the wrong time. And he's gonna get burned down. Beather's gonna pick up another kill.
Again,
Get those
wait
Q
till
stacks going.
he lands and then flash.
Yep. 603 Q stacks on Nasus. There's gonna be no stopping him. This
And
is
with
like
yeah.
That's like if he had some tank stats, that would be like trying to kill a Mundo. At this point, 'cause he's just
Plus
gonna be able to sustain
a ton of damage.
Yeah.
You also Ziggs, you just can't be out there like that with a TF late game. You need to be with your team.
Oh, we've already talked about the Draven build Savage. You missed that. Baron's not gonna. Baron will help the blue team because they're already ahead at this point, and they're practically fighting a 45. Draven's just there to take turrets, but Dragon's Descent's going to come across. Nasus is going to dive the turret. He doesn't care about anything at this point. He's going to flash. Crippling Strike comes out with the exhaust. He's going to get a...
Good peel.
He had 4 people, or 3 people trying to peel the Lucian, just as if they were... Like, the Shyvana was diving onto the Draven, then the Nasus was diving onto Lucian, and it took, like, the entire team to peel him off. So both are becoming unkillable monsters, but...
Yeah, that was not a
Nasus
good...
is the unkillable monster that deals tons of damage while...
Yeah. That was not a good dive. Rengar wasn't with the team. Yeah. They should have talked about that ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we want to go in for this Rengar come, or split, we'll just hold him at the turret and you get that turret, or whatever. Yeah. But you need to talk about it as the team.
Yep.
Let's see, Dragon's up.
I don't foresee anything coming out of... Oh my gosh, Nasus is going to build Eye Edge. At least I think that's going to be Infinity Edge.
It could be a,
Bloodthirster. Or Mercurial.
Yeah, Mercurials.
Okay, they should pause.
Pause it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they should have paused it, but they're giving up Dragon.
Oh, well, they're going to just give up a Dragon. This is going to end up... Oh, well, he's back. They do have pause capabilities. I don't know if they realize that.
Yeah.
Rengar's going to go in and try and kill the Ziggs. TF ulti is going to come through. Rengar's going to be able to pick up the kill after the throw. The Hunt Draven is going to be low on the bottom side of this fight. He's going to be able to walk out of it. Nasus teleports in. Direct camera's going all funky.
Yeah. There's a 6k gold lead at this point, but it's not that big of a deal late. Like 6k at 20 minutes is way different than 6k at 45 minutes.
And
I shouldn't say that, I forget.
I just pulled up the gold totals. It's 6k difference between pretty much 6k
the 80
from
carry.
The top from the jungle. Well, Lucian's 6k
the other way.
ahead of Draven, but
right.
Every other lane is like 6k ahead of their opponent.
Yeah.
Draven's about to finish that last Whisperer. Meanwhile, Lucian picks up a Guardian Angel as his 6th item, going probably for the Fear and chance next. Nasus is going to pop his ulti. He's going to go into the fight. He's going to get him to go down onto Lucian, but he dashes right out of it. Lucian's going to be able to pick up the kill on the Nasus.
Should be.
But the GA is going to get popped. Turret's going to go down. He is in a bad spot in this situation. He's going to try and kill the TF off.
Should be game.
Ziggs bump. Picks up the kill on TF.
Yeah, I think he could have gotten out of that if he reacted a little quicker, I think.
Yeah, he had plenty of time. He was standing on the edge of the circle, but he just wanted to get the inhibitor down.
But good on you, TF, to kill the turret. No one else was doing it and had 1 hit.
Mm-hmm. My point, if the turret goes low, focus, because you're going to take more damage from the... Oh, just kidding. Not a BF sword item. Nasus is going to be able to just go back and buy a Thorn Mail.
Just trade it in.
Just be like, oh, Lucian killed me in that fight. I need to get more armor. And just buys a Thorn Mail at this point. Pretty strong.
Yeah, I still would trade out the Hydra. Let's see, what type of damage? It's mainly Lucian, although Ziggs and Morgana and Shyvana are all helping out. And Darius, I mean, everyone's doing damage, obviously, but Lucian's the main threat. I guess maybe a B-Veil would be good at this point. I don't know.
Onto who?
Onto Nasus. What's he need to trade his
That's a good build at this point. He's got all the health, he's got the armor, he's got the sustain. He has the damage too. But the Hydra, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I just don't like
the Trinity Force instead of the
Frozen Fist. That also drives me crazy because no one would escape this Nasus if he had Frozen Fist.
Yeah, and the Trinity Force keeps him on them, but it doesn't keep them slowed in between when his Wither is up. The Ziggs' flashes need to be are incorrect. You need to do it. Save it there. Morgana can bind Nasus, or she already bound Nasus, but she can help push him out with the rest of your team. He's flashing too early.
Yeah.
It's just the only thing.
A lot of summoners are being used at the incorrect times. Rengar is going to
Don't jump onto
onto the
Shyvana. Don't jump onto the tank. Nasus is good getting in there. Then you take down Morg before his...
Get the soul tracker down, and she's gonna get the Sonya's hourglass off. And Lucian is just untouched at the back of this fight. He's gonna be able to come in. He might be able to actually pick up a ton of kill. Draven's gonna come in. Ziggs is gonna pick up a kill with the Mega Inferno Bomb. Red team is gonna be able to push out this mid turret. The throws just keep going back and forth between the two teams.
Morg was really low, and she was, I think, stunned, so she couldn't use her Zonias. They needed to kill her before the stun got off, and then Nasus could have been free. Nasus could have killed her.
Nasus could have ran amok over that fight, but they're doing a really good job of sitting back and peeling for Lucian since he's the damage dealer, and Draven's gonna pick up the kill on the Darius because he's just too far overextended.
Little brother always wins.
Oh, bro. Death becomes you. Uses the...
Death becomes you.
Death becomes you, Ward. But he uses the sweeper once again to clear a vision ward that's... or a ward that's visible.
Who says death becomes you? Or is that... you just said that?
That's his name.
Oh, okay. I feel like that sounds like it's Shakespeare or something.
Yep. Oh, he's in a... why? I don't know why he's sitting around at this point.
That's
Draven...
Leona had an ult, she could.
Oh, Lucian. Dragon's Descent comes through. Lucian is gonna throw the culling across, and he's gonna get the assist with it, and then Shyvana will pick up the kill. Nice pick. Rengar has Guardian Angel at this point. He's gonna pick up the kill with the Bola Strike. Twisted Fate's gonna come in, sit behind the Ziggs. Ziggs is in a bad spot. He's gonna get hit by the solar flare. All the CC is gonna land onto him. Shyvana's gonna be in a bad spot too.
Here comes the Wither.
Oh,
they need to get inhibitor. Who's up? Is it just? Oh, it's 2. Yeah, okay. That's good.
Shooting on the other side of the wall. To be able to do anything about it.
I would rather have an inhibitor than a Baron, and they could have gotten the inhibitor. But they can probably get the Baron and then force the inhibitor in a minute.
I mean, if Darius doesn't clear this wave enough, that inhibitor's gonna go down anyways. TF steals the Baron from his own team!
Oh!
Whoa!
LCS big plays.
Hashtag LCS big plays.
No one's got a nice chair there.
Look at that, oh my, that wave in the bottom though.
That's huge.
There's no super though to make it super powered. That's the problem. Dr. Malfi, Malice. Yeah, terrible. Just had a bad lane and then wasn't able to snowball off of it, and your build's kind of bad.
Draven has had a lot of trouble CSing. He hasn't gone up very much in the last 20-30 minutes, I think, even.
He just hasn't been able to live long enough to just sit in a lane and farm for a long time.
Yeah, in the last 20 minutes, he's gotten like 40 farm.
Lucian at this point could be able to sell his boots for a stinger. I'd actually prefer that in this situation, especially if you're going against a Leona and Nasus.
I would. He's got Furor, so I'd wait until he can get the Zephyr.
Yeah, for sure. And Rengar's gonna go a little too hard. Guardian Angel's gonna get popped. Blue team's gonna be able to take out that inhibitor turret though. He is gonna get. Rengar is gonna get ulted by Darius.
They didn't need to dive there. They just need to get the inhibs. Rengar went too hard.
Nasus is just walking through this.
Okay, if you want to pull him
right
in.
on top of Darius, that was bad apprehend.
Again, well, that's fine. What else are you gonna do with the Wither?
That doesn't matter.
Good Draven.
Draven's gonna get killed by the turret.
That's fine. That's just game.
That's game anyways. Yeah. Unless the Lucian can somehow clutch this, but
No.
he's not gonna be able to with the super minions and such. Roger, when are you coming back on Europe? I'm not going back to Europe for a while.
Goodbye, Europe.
Goodbye, Europe. I found I have a replacement, and we're gonna give him a trial period. So